Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys.
We are live. We're going to wait for some folks to join us. We've got Will coming on in a moment. I'm waiting for the rest of our crew.
A few people on.
Not yet. Not yet. We're waiting. It's just 11 o'clock. We've got 2 people watching now. Ella is back. Ella has been busy with schoolwork, but she's taking a little break today.
Yes, I'm gonna try today.
Because you really were missing this class, or because we're doing it with chocolate today? Yes. Oh, good. Good morning. Hello, Maren. Hi, Cora. Hi, Cami.
Hey, guys.
Will's going to be joining us in a second. Oh, there Will. Let me add him to our stream here. There's Will. Hi, Will. Does that seem better to you?
Hi, everyone. The picture looks clearer. We'll see if the connection holds up better.
Perfect. All right. Well, we're going to wait for a few more people. While we're waiting, I'm wondering if anybody did any good April Fool's Day jokes today.
I did. I really did.
Oh, Ella did have a good one. What did you do, Elle?
So I've hyperextended my arm before, so I have a sling. So I went to my friend and I said I was throwing a ball to my brother and I threw out my arm. I'm at the doctor's office right now, and she believed me.
How did she figure it out that you did not actually hurt your
I
arm?
never told her.
But she still thinks you
She
hurt your
still
arm?
thinks I've hurt my arm.
Oh boy, that's a good one.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bring it to Miss Sullivan's science class and Miss.
For everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna
All right. So Ella is via Facebook or via
Google Meet.
Google Meetup telling her whole class that she has hurt her arm. Okay.
Hmm.
Any other good?
Sophia's on that. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Because you got to keep it going.
Yeah.
Liz is here. Hi, Aunt Liz.
Maggie, who greets her students every morning for a morning meeting, greeted them with this character in her camera. So that was very cool.
I love it. That was her. That's how she.
Yeah.
That's pretty fantastic. All right. Keep sharing any fantastic April Fool's Day pranks or jokes that you guys did, and we will post them. I'll put them up as a comment for everybody to see. None there. Maren. Oh, boy. Cami and Cora, we got to do something about that. Yes, we have done a trick on the boys that they do not know yet, but they're going to know soon. They haven't been outside yet, but we put tissue in their shoes, so when they try to put their shoes on, they're going to not sure. They won't know why they can't get their shoes on, but their shoes are all of a sudden too small.
Great.
Oh, and Sue is here, and Nana's here as well. Awesome. All right, well, I think we can go ahead and get started, and I'll kind of explain the process, and then we can just kind of like cook and talk together, because this is kind of one that we can mostly do together. What you're going to want to do, though, is get all of your toppings set up, because once your chocolate's melted, you want to start dipping right away, or at least tasting and getting those fingers in there. And if you are not able to do that right away because you don't have your toppings yet, it's going to be frustrating. So good to get our toppings set and out, and then melt our chocolate. And it sounds like the audio is breaking up. Well, can you hear me okay?
My audio's or your audio is breaking up a little bit. Yeah.
I'm not sure why. Is anybody else having issues out there? It says it's a little bit delayed. Is that kind of what's happening, Will? It's delayed?
Yeah, a little delayed and broken up. It's actually good now.
Okay. I heard, I had a notice from, our internet's strong. I had a notice from StreamYard, which is the system that we use, that said that there's just a lot of traffic, and so sometimes people are complaining that there's issues there. So we'll do our best. It might be a little bit delayed. It sounds like it's good now, so hopefully that keeps going. And Maren says we're a little choppy, so it might just be. And Nancy says it's better. Yeah, it may just be the Facebook connection. So I apologize. I don't know that there's much I can do about it. Okay, toppings. So I have a lot of bowls set up here. And a lot of things going. So we're going to be using chocolate, but if you don't have chocolate, oh dear, it went out. We went out for a second. We're back now. You use peanut butter. as the thing that you're going to dip your ingredients in, or I have some caramel from yesterday as well. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to set up a bunch of toppings, and then we're going to melt our chocolate, and then we're going to take something like pretzels. I think we'll use some pretzels, and I think we're also going to use a chopped up banana. Maybe, Will, you can use the morning banana. And what you do is you dip your salty snack or your banana in the chocolate, and then you dip it into your topping, and then you put it on a little tray with, I use some wax paper, but you could just use, you don't have to use it, it's just that the chocolate might stick a little on the bottom. And you can stick it in the freezer for a couple minutes and it'll get nice and hard, and it's a delicious snack. So toppings that we're gonna use, we've got some different kinds of sprinkles, a lot of different leftover sprinkles from a party we had not too long ago. Some from the fall, some fall, I'll show these, some fall leaves that we might use. And we have some special cereal, some Lucky Charms. We've got some chocolate chip cookies, we've got Oreos, and we're just gonna start smashing up the cookies and the cereal to make those into toppings. So let's start there and get our toppings ready. What do you wanna do? You wanna do that for topping? Okay, so I'll do the cookies. Should we do chocolate chip cookies? Should we do Oreos or no Oreos?
Oreos too.
Oreos and chocolate chip cookie toppings? Okay. All right. So, yep. So you're going to put it on a, I always put my, you can obviously use a, if we have only unsweetened chocolate, can we make semi-sweet? Oh, I'm so glad you said that, because guess what I have? Unsweetened chocolate, just like you guys. And we're going to make it into sweet. And what I read was if you add a tablespoon of sugar for every ounce of chocolate. So this is 4 ounces. So if I melt this whole stick, 4 tablespoons will make it semi-sweet, which is what I like. If you want it to be really sweet, you can add a little bit more.
Can we do like 4.5?
Okay. So put your, if you're going to be chopping up like cookies or cereal, you can put it in a plastic bag like this. And then I use a meat tenderizer, but you could also use the bottom of a bowl or a cup, and you just smush it. And this is something my kids love to do.
Give me some.
All right.
I've got my mortar and pestle going over here with peanuts and chocolate chips.
That's a fun way to do it. Okay, go ahead and smash. Let's put that down and then come back and smash it. All right, Maxwell is going to come in a little bit, I think. So we're smashing up our topping into a nice powder. Yeah, you don't want to go too powdery. So we're going to go ahead and get that put into some bowls here. You said I should do Oreos out?
Yes. Oreos are like
All right.
of toppings.
Yeah, Oreos are, I think, my favorite topping for ice cream and for this as well. All right. So we've got some cookie dough.
Cookie dough?
I mean, not cookie dough, chocolate chip. Oh, cookie dough would be good too. We'll take some Oreos. We are pretty snack heavy at the moment. Kids are living large while we're in quarantine.
You could do flavors left there.
Oreos? Really? Interesting. Oh, wow, that looks kind of crazy. I don't think I've ever smashed Lucky Charms before. Lucky Charms was a quarantine treat for us.
Whoa, look at that.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
What's that?
The desperate times call for desperate measures.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Is that like
Exactly.
the sand art you do? This kind of looks like sand art.
It does.
Sand art.
All right. So we've got Oreos. Oh, I think the chocolate and Oreo. What about banana, peanut butter, and Oreo? No?
No, I like it.
You like it?
I like caramel too.
And you want carrot.
Because banana caramel is like the best.
Oh, that would be good. Banana.
It's like
Okay.
banana foster.
So
My
our,
chocolate peanut butter concoction.
oh, what are you doing there?
It's peanut butter and chocolate chips. It's going to go well. I would love to put this on an ice cream sundae. I'm going to do that this summer.
Okay, so you're doing okay, gotcha. And so the peanut butter you can actually use as your dip. So you don't have to add your peanut butter quite yet.
Not peanut butter, peanuts. They're peanuts that I'm crushing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said peanut butter.
No, I'm
Okay,
right.
so I've got Oreo.
One Alton Chuck cereal.
I'd love to see what you're gonna do. You're gonna crush up some peanuts, is what Olivia said. That's amazing. If you want to be in here, your phone has to go over. All right, should we do? Yeah, you can go ahead. Let's go ahead and put that into here.
Yeah.
Yes, Maxwell. Yeah, well, come on in here. We're making some snacks. Oh wow, that is kind of amazing. That is what crushed up
Wow.
Lucky Charms looks like. Okay, put that down on the
Magical
camera.
fairy dust.
You can have- Okay.
What if you did crushed up pretzels on the banana? And caramel.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. So Ella's going crushed up pretzels on banana that was dipped in caramel.
And chocolate. And cookies
Oh
and
my
donuts.
goodness gracious.
And Lucky Charms.
Oh my goodness gracious. All right, go for it. There.
Do you do like all the again?
I mean, this is up to you. And do we need sprinkles or not?
Yes.
We do need sprinkles? Okay.
Everything better.
All right, Ella's going to smash up her pretzels. Go ahead and put that on the counter, sweetie. Thanks. Yeah. So you can go have some pretzels if you want while we're waiting. All right, so we're gonna our caramel, by the way, got a little bit hard in the fridge, so we're gonna have to microwave that as well. You can have some pretzels. So Marin said, oh, here's Cole. Cole's joining us. Marin said we have coconut Oreos, sprinkles, granola,
Hello, folks.
bananas, and pretzels on, bananas on sticks and pretzels for dipping. Great. We're going to do bananas on sticks as well. So we have a couple of our sticks here. Oh, goodness. Sorry, everybody. I don't know if you can hear that. Hold on. I just lost. I'm coming back. Hold on. Okay, my phone rang and all of a sudden. Oh, and they have coconut too. So I have some sticks for our bananas. And let's go ahead. We are going to have some delicious snacks in a moment. But you have to come over here and sit on one of the chairs for
I'm
me.
gonna go grab some sticks for my bananas.
Okay, that's what we're going to do. And let's pick one of the sprinkles.
Okay, I think these ones.
Okay, we'll use the nonpareils.
Yeah, those are the best.
For this.
Tastes like a tiny.
You can taste a tiny pinch of that. All right. Oh, these bounce everywhere.
I love them.
All right, so we have our toppings ready to go. And now we're going to go ahead and melt chocolate. What I thought we would do is kind of share a couple of different ways to melt chocolate. So we have our unsweetened chocolate here, and we also have chocolate chips.
Chocolate.
You could also use, I found a couple of chocolate bars from Halloween that you can melt. And one of the ways that I love to melt chocolate, the easiest way, is to just use the microwave. Maxwell, can you come on over here and I'll set you up to come. If you sit right by that window, I can get you set up to go. I love using the microwave. And what you do with the microwave is you just put some chocolate into, I think I'll use the chocolate chips for that version. You put some chocolate into a bowl and you start microwaving in increments of like 30 or 40 seconds. You take it out of the microwave after 30 seconds. You stir it. We can use that in a second. You stir it, you put it back in the microwave for another 30 seconds, bring it out, stir it, and eventually you'll see it starts to get nice and melted. One question that somebody asked before I started, I think Laura was asking me, was about chocolate seizing up in the microwave. And it really only happens if there's water in the dish. You just make sure that the dish is really dry and that you don't overcook it. So we're gonna get started on that. Seizing up when it's like, have you ever had chocolate that was like, it almost gets like kind of hard and it's not like a nice chocolate bar. It's like kind of grainy. Yeah, that's when your chocolate gets seized up. Will, how are you going to do your chocolate?
So I'm gonna melt peanut butter, and I'm going to double boil it. So I'll just scoop some peanut butter into this Pyrex bowl, and then sit that over a small saucepan of simmering water.
Great.
Move that around until it's melted and doesn't overcook or anything.
Perfect. And another way that you can do, so the double boiler method is I have a double boiler here. So if you have a double boiler, that's great. So the reason you're going to use, I still can't figure this out this way. A double boiler. So this is the pot that sits on top of a pan that has the water in it. There we go. It has a little bit of water. And it basically is so that it kind of like steams and heats the bottom of this pan without direct heat. You could also just set up a pot. The bottom one does. You can set a pot on top of another pot just like this. And again, you put your chocolate in the top, you heat the bottom that has a little bit of water, and it's just going to slowly heat your chocolate until it's melted without having direct heat. Because the direct heat can cause the chocolate to melt unevenly. So I'm going to do one over the double boiler and one in the microwave. So I've got in a second. So I've got my unsweetened chocolate. So what you're going to do with unsweetened is you're going to melt it, and then you're going to add the sugar to the melted chocolate. The heat of the chocolate will cause the sugar crystals to melt. Another option is to create a simple syrup with your sugar and then add it, but I just think it's easier to do it this way. So Marion is doing some double boiling. I break my chocolate up into some smaller pieces just so it melts a little bit faster. So I'm going to do this method, and I'm also going to do the method where we use the microwave.
I know how to do that.
So I'm thinking now that I'm going to add a little maple syrup to my peanut butter.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. Okay, so we've got our chocolate in the double boiler. And we're going to add our chocolate to the microwave. And we're going to do that in sections of about 30. I'm going to start with about 45 seconds to get it going. And then I'll do like 30 seconds after that. Yeah.
Can I taste some of the unsweetened chocolate?
So here's my setup. Really simple. Just a small mixing bowl and saucepan.
Oh, that's great.
Thing.
Yeah, that's so hard to use a Pyrex bowl there. Just want to not get it too hot, right?
Right.
Are you putting maple syrup in that?
Maple syrup with my peanut butter.
Wow. That's cool.
That sounds really good. So we're getting our microwave going, our chocolate going. Elle, do you want to go ahead and get our banana? We're going to chop our banana.
Fun fact about me, I can cut a banana with my foot. I can
Not like with your, you can use a
I've done this. You step on it here, and then you step down on it, and it
what you're saying is that you're holding a knife in your foot,
no,
not like.
no, I can like
Goodness
take the
gracious.
stem off the banana. I tried it at my friend's house.
Oh gosh.
Because
Okay.
I saw someone else.
So I microwave for 45 seconds, and if you look at the bottom, you can see it's kind of starting to melt. So you kind of start to stir it, and it's not quite there yet. But can you see it's starting to get a little melty? So then we're going to go back in the microwave again for about 30 seconds. And we'll do it, keep going. We make a lot of crepes. A lot of weekends we'll do crepes. We do, 1 second, sweetie. We do crepes, so I always melt chocolate to add to those. And so Olivia said when she added the sugar to the unsweetened chocolate, it's still grainy. So it might just need to be heated a little bit more. The chocolate might not be hot enough to melt the sugar. And it may just be grainy. It's not something I've done before, so I'm a little bit, we're gonna kind of have to experiment with it and see how that tastes. I think it's gonna taste still pretty good because when it freezes, you'll just get that sugary taste. Okay, so my double boiler chocolate is melting nice and easy as well.
I've got my banana on a stick going here.
I would cut them in like kind of 2-inch slices so that you can dip really well, and then you're gonna
Okay.
put sticks in them.
Mommy,
Yes, Maxwell.
can I eat a little of this?
In a little bit, yeah. So my chocolate on the double burner is double boiler is working.
Mommy.
Yeah, that's good. 1 second, sweetie. And so then the chocolate here you can see is really starting to melt. It's like the internal heat of the microwave kind of gets the rest of it melted. So you kind of stir it to get it pretty melting. And if it's not melted enough where you can really kind of get your spoon through it, you just stick it in. Maybe this time I'll do for like 20 seconds because we're pretty close.
Can I let this off?
Not yet, sweetie. No, because if there's anything in there that will get when I go back into my microwave, it'll cause the chocolate to be yucky. All right, so I'm gonna go another 20 seconds on that. And oh, good, Olivia, it does taste good. I was just gonna say, as long as it tastes good, I think we can get over the grainy part of it.
Mommy, could I? Mom,
Yeah.
could I wipe something?
And I'm just gonna show you what the chocolate looks like on the double burner. Be careful, Maxwell, it's very hot. So it's pretty close.
Mommy, could I wipe something?
Not right now, Maxwell. We're not going to write that now. Okay, my chocolate here is getting really close.
So, Mommy,
Oh, nice and melted. So that was 45 seconds, 30 seconds, and 20 seconds. If somebody wants to do some quick math, then let me know how long it takes to do the chocolate. But you don't actually want to do it all at once. You want to do it in sections so that you can stir in between.
Mommy, can you eat a little hot chocolate? Can you just eat some hot from the bag?
Okay, so we've got this chocolate's ready to go.
My bananas.
Okay, awesome. Our chocolate up here is ready to go, and I'm gonna go ahead and add my sugar now. So it was 4 ounces, so we're gonna do 4 tablespoons of sugar to make my unsweetened chocolate sweet. We're gonna add 1, and I'm gonna see what mine looks like, Olivia, if it's grainy. I bet it will be, but I still think it'll be good. So we added our 4 tablespoons of sugar, and that's to make it semi-sweet. So if you want it to be sweeter than that, let's see if I can, I still can't quite figure out this camera. There we go. So I've got my chocolate melting here. Trying to get my sugar melted into it. Yeah, mine's gonna be a little grainy too, I think. But I think the more we stir it, it's gonna be okay. All right, well, so you've got, oh, you're gonna grind up a granola bar there? You can have one of these pieces. Oh yeah, Maxwell, we're gonna have some snack. All right, so we've got our chocolate melted. So once you have your chocolate melted, oh, Elle, we should melt our caramel as well. I'll do that. We're gonna melt some caramel because our caramel got a little bit hard in the refrigerator. And our chocolate is pretty much melted here. And we're gonna go ahead and start dipping. So I've got plates over here, Elle. If you wanna come on over here, I'll put this out of the way. Yeah, this is the part you're coming to, right, Cole? Cole's joining us for this part. He's pretty smart. You know, come for the chocolate, come for the toppings. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and give you each. I'm going to give you each bowl. And I'm going to take my chocolate off the heat. No, sweetie, not like that. Okay, my caramel is nice and now it's flowing nice and easy. And we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get some chocolate in each of their bowls so that there are no arguments over the chocolate. Okay.
Thank you, Mommy. This is fun.
You know what? My chocolate is good. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more sugar. So I'm noticing that 4 tablespoons of sugar for unsweetened chocolate is not bad, but I'm gonna do 2 more tablespoons because it's still just a little bit bitter. And you're right, Olivia, that mine's a little bit grainy also. So I'm gonna heat that up a little bit. Okay. So now, are you guys going to start with pretzels or are you going to start with bananas?
I'm going to start with pretzels.
Okay. So Ella, can you put a couple of pretzels on each plate? I'm going to put some caramel in a bowl as well because you want to use caramel. Yes, Maxwell. Not now. Okay. And will the peanut butter that melted down harden up again, or do we have to freeze it? I would go ahead and stick it in the freezer for a little bit. I think that's going to make it a little bit easier to eat. So I would, and Will, what do you think? Will you put yours in the freezer?
Yeah, I don't think I'll try to use it again as peanut butter.
Yeah, I think putting it in the freezer is going to be a better option to get it a little hardened up again.
Mine's taking a little while to melt down, though, it seems like.
Oh, we have our fire alarm is very sensitive. So the boys are worried that the steam coming off here is going to cause the fire alarm to go off. But I don't think it's going to go off. We'll put the fan on just to be safe. So a little bit of extra noise. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of chocolate in each of their bowls. And then we're going to document. Oh, you want to use this chocolate there? And then you're going to dip your pretzel or whatever you're using into your chocolate. So there you go, Paul. I also have some caramel. Where did my caramel go? Here's my caramel. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick view of what's going on over here now. All right.
I'm doing half and half.
Turn the light on, and we're going to start dipping our pretzels. Nicole, you got it.
It's not half, Mom. I tried doing half and half.
We're going to go ahead and do some dipping.
Round,
Let's
Mom.
see.
Okay.
And we've got toppings here, kiddos. So we've got sprinkles, chopped up.
Can I put it in here, Mom?
Yeah, so you can go ahead and dip in your
Let's
topping,
eat it.
and then put it on the, and then you can taste one if you need to, and then put it on the tray with the wax paper. And I've also got pretzel topping as well. So I'll put some
I'm
pretzel
gonna
topping
do this
here.
one in caramel. This one.
I'm curious to see how it's going. It sounds like our fire alarm goes off all the time when we cook. All right, so Cole, are you gonna make Maxwell's not quite Maxwell's not quite letting them get onto the tray. He's
Can
just
I
dipping
please
them and
have
eating them,
the
which is certainly an option. The cookie dough? Oh, the chocolate chip cookie.
eat all of them.
No, we're gonna make some to put in the freezer, okay?
Can we eat a lot?
I'm doing what Ella said about the chocolate dipped banana. Let's stay here. And then we're gonna dip it in
taste this.
we're gonna dip it in the caramel.
I'm tasting caramel.
Woo boy. And then pretzel. We're gonna roll that in pretzel.
Mom, I want to a banana.
I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna do chocolate.
And we have here, whoops, there we go.
Oh, look.
Banana dipped in chocolate, caramel, and pretzel. And I think that is going to be amazing. And we're gonna put that onto our tray.
Mom, I'm the first one with the Lucky Charms.
Okay.
Can I have a banana, please?
Yes, you can have a banana.
Thank you.
Should I cut up one more banana, you guys?
Yes.
Okay. We'll get one more banana.
Yeah, I want one.
We've got enough, and we put ours on some sticks to make sure that we have,
Mom, can I have the sprinkles?
are you gonna, okay, but Maxwell, you have to make some to save for later. Okay. Maxwell's not quite getting that we're gonna put ours in the freezer for a later snack. These are turning into a right now snack, which I get. I do get. You just want to taste and make sure they tasted good.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I want to taste all mine.
I'd love to hear what your creations are looking like there. What combinations you guys are doing for your snacks.
Mine is kind of falling off the stick here.
That's all right. It'll once you freeze it, it'll be fine. And the reason you stick them in the freezer, I mean, again, you can eat them right away, but the reason we're setting them in the freezer is just so that they get a little bit harder.
I need to taste
Beautiful.
all mine, Ella.
All right, where did those sticks go?
My interesting response to the double boil. So
What's that?
my peanut butter is having a funny response to the double boil.
Oh, yeah, what happened?
Not exactly melting. It's kind of like balling up into itself.
Huh.
Mom, is this a good
I
one?
don't
I
know.
wonder if it'll melt over time. You have a natural peanut butter going?
It's a natural peanut butter, so it's funny. So I don't know if other people are having success
That's
with their
interesting.
peanut butter down.
I wonder, I wonder about that. I mean, I almost wonder if you even need to melt your peanut butter. You may
Yeah,
not need to.
I could kind of just spread it on the bananas and
I was just going to say, you could probably just spread it. And, another thing, I mean, the microwave might even be an easier one for
Mom, could I just taste
melting your peanut butter.
we don't
I
have.
actually haven't tried to melt it on a double boiler.
I just want
All right, I'm going to go for a pretzel one now. I'm going to go pretzel with chocolate.
Mom, pass a banana.
And I'm going to go,
Mom, can you pass me over a banana?
sure.
I'm gonna try to add some almond milk just for the sake.
Yeah, just to get a little liquid in there. That makes sense.
See what happens.
All right, so I'm doing pretzel. And I'm going Oreo on this one. Pretzel with chocolate and Oreo. And I'm sticking that in the, okay, Maxwell, are you making any of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. That's helping.
Let's see. So Olivia's making,
Could you pass me over the Oreo?
sure. Olivia's doing, I'm going to put some of these up here so that we can see what everybody else is doing. She said dipping, not filling. She's just dipping graham
Mom,
crackers
can
in
you dip
chocolate.
Mom,
And
can
then
I eat this
sprinkles.
Because there's a cat.
You can eat that if you need to. She's dipping graham crackers and chocolate, then sprinkles. And this is no surprise, Nana, that she would like to use marshmallows and then dip in chocolate and crushed nuts and M&Ms. It sounds an awful lot like
Nana.
what is that? What is that snack that you guys sometimes get?
Rocky Road.
Rocky Road. Yes,
Mom.
not surprising.
No, I just-
What other combos are we getting out there? Let's see. We'll make another one. I think should we do?
I want another banana. The banana.
I'm gonna do banana with caramel and chocolate chip cookies.
I'm doing a banana with.
Maxwell, you've got to make some to save. Maxwell's just eating them all. Okay, banana with chocolate and chocolate chip cookies.
All right. So the key to my natural peanut butter was to add some almond.
Yeah, I imagine it's a little bit drier probably than another one, and so maybe yeah, adding a little bit of
Hey
liquid.
mom. Hey mom.
Really nice.
I'm making banana with caramel, chocolate, Oreos, and chocolate chip cookies.
Awesome. Let's get it on the pan. Okay, Marin says she's
I called it,
using.
Mom. I called it.
Okay, Marin's using sprinkles on crushed potato sticks. I love it. A potato chip with chocolate and sprinkles sounds amazing.
I need Lucky Charms.
Let's see.
All right.
Oh, and my Aunt Liz says you could add a little butter to the peanut butter. And Aunt Liz knows what she's talking about.
Good suggestion. I'm in business now with peanut butter covered banana.
Okay,
I just tasted
you can taste that one. All right, let's see it.
I haven't tasted one.
And so you did peanut butter and oh, wow.
There's peanuts and chocolate chips and crushed honey Chex cereal on mine.
I'm doing
This might be my favorite activity yet. So we do this. I mentioned in our
I'm doing
Instagram story.
everything.
Ella's doing an all things one.
I'm gonna eat this one.
That we do that. I started doing this. I think I have chocolate on my head. We started doing this for Passover, where we take the matzah and we break it up into pieces and then dip in chocolate and then put it into the sprinkles. But we didn't do with all these other toppings. And it was such a fun activity to do because it got all the kids involved in making dessert and having it all ready for the rest of the family for dessert. And it was really wonderful. So I loved it. And we're probably going to do it again this Passover. We'll have to do it as a virtual Passover
Hey, Mom,
activity.
Mom, where's the thing where you like find money?
Oh yeah, that's also there. And but I really love using up all these toppings. Let's see what we got there. So we've got one more crushed up peppermint lifesavers. Yum. And crushed peanuts. I love it. I love it. I need to show I need to show you guys the aftermath because
Mom, I have no chocolate on my face.
you have no chocolate on your face, but you do have chocolate all over your hands. And I have to show you over here.
I like this.
We have our tray here to go in the freezer. And just a couple minutes is going to harden the chocolate. A little longer is going to make a nice frozen banana, which is delicious too. You can see a little bit of the aftermath here. Maxwell has decided that this is more of an immediate eating opportunity, just to test everything.
Gratification.
Mom, I need some more
Instant
pretzels.
gratification.
Oh,
We
I
need
need-
more pretzels?
yeah.
All right. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this. I thought this was so fun today. Kids, did you like this one?
Yeah. We should do this one again.
We should do this one again. I love
Look
that.
at this one.
Oh, Ella's got a good one to show. That is chocolate and
It's everything.
everything. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna try it.
We are gonna eat these later for our snack, or maybe dessert,
Or maybe now.
or maybe now. And we will see you back again tomorrow. So,
All right, I'm going.
Will, let me say any more for you. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and
Those
put 'em
look amazing. They look a little healthier than
Wait, can
ours.
I see, Mom?
Yeah, can you show one more time so that Cole can see? Hold on. Let me take away that comment. Hold on. I'm gonna just hide this comment. There we go.
Nice.
That looks really good. Pretzel sticks work really well, by the way, for this activity. You need more pretzels?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna
It's
get
really messy. You can make as much as you want too. There's only 2 of us here, so I don't need to make a crazy amount.
That's right. You can just do a couple.
Yeah.
All right. we have a bit of an emergency. Maxwell needs more pretzels for his chocolate, so we're gonna go. Thanks everybody for coming by. It was great to see you all, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.